What is up, YouTube? It is your boy James back with another video. So I'm going to do something different today. We're going to be teaching the do's and don'ts of protecting your cards. Basically a how-to, how I do it, of protecting your cards. How to store your cards safely. And maybe even a little bit of how to ship your cards properly. So, before we get into that, I do have a couple quick mail days, so I'm gonna go over that first. So first, this is from Peanut Patterson. Glad we were able to work things out on a trade, and I'm very happy with the results. Thank you, Peanut. So threw in this extra Joel Anthony at $3.49. An Optic rated rookie, Jason Tatum. Very cool. And Peanut knows my PC, Malik Monk, class of 2017. School Colors, De'Aaron Fox. This one's a cool one. And the main part of the trade here, rookie jerseys. De'Aaron Fox from Crown Royale, 202 out of 249. So that's really cool. So thank you, Peanut, for that. Very much appreciated, all the extras. Another mail day is this, speaking of De'Aaron Fox, Fresh Paint Auto. It's on card. And that is numbered to 200. Level 2. Level 2 out of 4, so that's cool. Really nice one for the PC. And lastly, or actually, second to last, we'll save that. I'll do a different one that I haven't even opened yet. This one's from Dan, DMN Takeover on Twitter. Follow him. He's got amazingly cool cards for amazingly cheap. So, let's get into that. And he ships it very well. Thank you, Dan. And we'll get into the shipping part a little bit later, but just keep this image in your mind of how it's shipped, because I'll be talking about that later. Nice and easy with the painter's tape. Cool. So first things first, we've got a Gary Harris rookie auto from Select. I liked what I saw out of Gary Harris these playoffs, so decided to pick one up. I think this was like $6. Can't beat that price. Then I've got a purple Derek Carr in his Fresno State jersey. So Isel, this one's for you, and it's purple. You know, don't think purple's numbered. It's not, but get a load of that. Fresno State. And lastly, Captain Clutch, Andrew Luck from Elite. So, those three. Pretty good stuff there. And we got an empty bubble. Okay, so now the last one of the mail day is a really big kaboom. Like, this is probably one of the better cards in my collection. Like, of all of my collection. So, be prepared. Actually, we'll give it the right treatment. Let's see the back first. So it's from Dominion. And you have Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, John Collins, and Lauri Markkanen. All four of them are dudes I collect. Well, not so much Kuzma, but I am a fan of all four of them. I enjoyed the way they play basketball. So let's go from right to left. So we've got a 2-color on Lonzo Ball and a 3-color on Kuzma. And then here, boom, this is numbered 2 out of 25, which is Alonso's jersey number. We got a 3 color from John Collins and a nasty 3 color from Lauri Markkanen. Like, this card is so sick to me. Crazy. Anyways, let's get into storing and shipping cards properly. So, I guess the first thing we'll start off with is the basics. Penny sleeves. These are just random sleeves, 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. That's the size you want to look for. And they call these penny sleeves because there's 100 of them and they usually cost $1. So each one is worth a penny. And they're basically for cards you would like to protect in the most basic form. So we have this card. You get thumb, index finger, do a little push. It opens it up. And boom, you've got a protected card. Now, if you'd like to go next level on protection, we have what they call top loaders. And they call them top loaders simply because you're loading in the card from the top. So if I can open one of these puppies. Oh, hold on. Too aggressive with the opening. Wow, this is a fail. Should have opened these up before. But anyways, so you take out a top loader, get the corner in, give it a nice little bang. You can even alternatively just open it up and give it a nice little finger touch. So it's in there. Not much is going to happen. But there is an opening. And there's an opening within the penny sleeve as well. So if this was a rare card, something you really didn't want to have messed up, and keep it in as pristine shape as possible, what you want to do is get what they call team bags. These are a little bit more expensive, but they're well worth it. So basically, they come in 100. Same company. I've got one here I'm going to pull out for example purposes. And it looks like this with that little strip on the top. And basically all you do, same thing, give it that little twist, throw that in there, top loader and all. Flip it on the back and then peel this adhesive and then come down with it. Seal, and at this point you've got a covered card from top to bottom, all 4 sides. And I usually do this especially with mem cards, like if you notice the De'Aaron Fox, because the cards are so much thicker, more air can go in there, more dust can get in there and then start damaging the card on top. So for thicker cards, for every jersey card, no matter what it is, any jersey card is going in a team bag and getting covered up. Because when you leave them out there, and the dust will get in on top and start ruining the card. So that'll be a nice transition from what I was going to talk about. Thickness of cards. So I have a gauge here that'll help us determine thickness. So let's see, I don't have a thicker card on me. So this is what they call a 35 point. It's not here on this side, but it's basically close to 35 point. And this little gauge you can get from bcwsupplies.com. So this is for top loaders, which is these. and this would be for magnetics, which are also called a one-touch, or even mag for short. So that's one of these. Now basically, cards come in different thicknesses. That's exactly what this is saying. Jersey cards are going to be thicker than regular cards. That's just common sense. And you can't store a jersey card in something like this because it's just going to not be thick enough. So top loaders come in different sizes. This one holds 75-point cards. These hold 100-point cards. And just so we can see a visual difference, this is the 100-point and this is the 35-point. Get that to focus a little better. Top loader shaking. Anyways, so different thicknesses will have different requirements of supplies. So you're not going to put this in a 75-point because it's just going to be shaking around everywhere. Just for example. That one's not shaking as much. I should have gone 100. But this is just a random base card that I don't really care about, so no penny sleeve or anything. So you need to get your supplies for different kinds of cards. To start off with, I would go with a bunch of 35s, 35-point, which is the most basic form. That's what most every card is going to be. 35s, 100s, and 130s. You get those three, you should be covered on most everything. I think my lamp's going out here. It sure is. Let me turn on the light. So 35, 100, 130. Get those, you should be cool. Let's talk about magnetics now. Mags. So what I was gonna do is put this Malik Monk that I have here in a mag, just like its brother, De'Aaron Fox. So I'm gonna take off this tape. Very easy to take off. We'll very carefully grab the penny sleeve that's in there, not the card itself. So we've got the penny sleeve. And the thing with mags are, I'm going to get a different mag. I already have one that's 35-point that I didn't want to open up. The things with penny sleeve, what was I saying? Oh, the thing with mags is, if it's a chrome card, like from Prism, then you definitely would want to put a bigger sleeve in front. I'll show you what I mean here. So we're going to place the Malik Monk. They call it a one-touch because you just touch the card once, one touch, and then that's it. It should never be touched again. But what I've started to do out of force of habit is get thicker sleeves, thicker penny sleeves. These are for 130-point cards. And place it. Let's see if I can get this to do. Okay. And place it to where all the corners and all surface area of the card is covered by the sleeve. Oh, I did that pretty off camera. See the difference there? So you don't have to do it with every card. Like something like this, probably not. But for the chrome cards, I would highly suggest doing so. Boom. So now it is magged up, but improperly because there's some sleeve poking out. Fix that. I usually do not do it with a camera in front of my face and in front of my hands, blocking my view of what I'm doing. There we go. So now that's magged up. But we're not done yet. Because in the same way that, well, I didn't explain this part. But basically, you can scratch up your top loaders. Like, look at this. This one was shipped to me from, I think it was Dan. Nope, this is the one I had the Malik Monk in. Never mind. See all those scratches on it? That's going to happen when you're sifting through cards with top loaders. Like, let's see. I have some top-loaded cards over here. I do. So if you're just sifting through cards like this, then cards are going to get damaged. Oh yeah, I picked that up if nobody knew. So, or not cards are going to get damaged, I'm sorry. The top loaders are going to get scratched up just from rubbing up against each other like that. So, to prevent that, you put the team bag on it. Rated Rookie Jokic. So you put the team bag on it, but in the same way that top loaders can get scratched up, mags can also get scratched up. So if you have a mag right up against another mag, it's going to get scratched up. So a team bag will not fit on the mag. It is too small for the magnetic case. So what you want to do are get these team set bags. And these are pretty big, much bigger than a team bag. And these fit perfectly for the mags. These can also be referred to as graded card sleeves. So if you got something graded, that would be the best thing to put it in. Like that. See, that fits pretty well. Okay, so then it's basically the same thing that we did for the team bag. A little bit of a pinch. Slide it in. Remove the adhesive. This one's just the level 1. And this little adhesive part that was stuck to it always gets stuck to my fingers. I don't know how to get it off effectively, except for just shaking my hand. Give it a little fold. And seal. So now this is protected as well as it can be. So now we have our two brothers, Kentucky brothers. So these are safe to sift back and forth because they're not bare mags, they're sleeved up. So now if you change the sleeve every once in a while because you've been sifting through them, that's fine. That's a lot less inexpensive, or a lot less inexpensive than having to buy new mags all the time. So that's that. I guess another part of storing your cards, another tip here, if you have a 3-ring binder that you're storing your cards in, stop it. Well, at least if they're cards you really care about and want to preserve their condition, stop it. Because what you want to get, move the camera here, is one of these Profolios. And basically, in a 3-ring binder, when you insert them from the top, they're going to get messed up from the top. Just like how a top loader gets messed up, like dust and stuff will collect on top. Now one way to fix this is to get side loading pockets on the 3-ring binder, so that might work. But I have this binder here. It is too big to be putting on this desk in all actuality. So these are side loading. I really can't do this with one hand, but you would pull them out from here, or you would pull them out from here. They're not going to come out from here, and that's when the dust and stuff collects. It's a lot harder for dust to come in through there. So invest in one of these if this is something like a set that you're putting together, is something that you really want to preserve. Now I just love this set, so I'm preserving it. This is not missing. It's intentionally like that. I am missing that one though. So yeah. That's what you would want to get. Is not a 3-ring binder. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them even in Target. So they're available in a lot of places. So shipping, my main thing is, if you're gonna use a white envelope, sure, fine. That's fine with me. Just protect the cards well enough. And for the love of everything that is sacred in this world, stop using Scotch tape. That's the one thing that I'm not a big fan of. Stop using Scotch tape. Get painter's tape. Y'all see how easy it was when I pulled that painter's tape off of even the Malik top loader? Get painter's tape. It doesn't do any damage to the top loader, and it's super easy to peel off. Well, that's cardboard, doesn't count. Super easy to peel off. And yeah, get painter's tape. It's a big roll, so like you won't be using very much of it, and it'll last you a while. It is a bit more expensive than Scotch tape, but let's just bring it out. Look at this. It's like the thickness of my thumb, and all you need for every card is going to be like that much if you want to get really excessive. And then when you're packaging cards, just do it how they did on this one. Get something tough like a filler or a piece of cardboard. Put your cards in here. Get another piece of cardboard or filler, and then just tape it. That's all you need to do. Scotch tape is not cool. So let that be a little public service announcement. So I don't know, maybe I've been boring y'all for 23 minutes, or maybe I've said some helpful things that you might not have known. Either way, stay tuned for the next video. I had some family stuff I need to take care of this week. I'm actually going out of town tomorrow, so I won't be here to make a video this weekend at all. I had planned on doing another Flashback Friday, but I'm probably gonna have to hold off on that until next Friday. So that's gonna do it for this video. Y'all have a good one. If I missed anything, drop it in the comments. We would love to hear all the tips you have for storing and shipping and protecting your cards. Later.